Hey, all my awesome fluff butts out there, and welcome to a little bit of extra fluff from the show that lets you hear some amazing stories from all kinds of fursuiters from all over the furry fandom. Now, the purpose of this video is, again, not so much about an interview, but more so to catch you guys up to speed on what I have planned for the series as of 2017, but more importantly, how you guys can get on the show as well and get featured in your very own episode. But before we get to all that stuff, let's roll that oh-so-adorable and super fluffy intro.
It has to be said that behind every furry is a person. Behind every person, there's usually a story. From all walks of life and all corners of the earth, now you get to hear some of their stories. This is Up Close and Fursonal.
Alrighty, fluff butts, so welcome back to the news desk here for Up Close and Fursonal. My name is Sakura Raverhound, your host for any and all interviews featured on this show. Now, before we get to today's bit of news and how you guys can get featured on the show yourselves, I wanted to make a special thanks to the folks at Hyena Agenda who made this awesome shirt that I'm currently wearing right now. One of their newest designs, known as Plush. I actually happened to get this and one of their other articles of clothing on New Year's Eve, but unfortunately I was out of town, so I only got them out of the mailbox like a day or so ago. But nevertheless, love the designs. They're super colorful. They also have things such as stickers, which, as you can see, this particular one here actually matches the shirt that I'm wearing. This one also comes in black. But if you guys want to check out any of their cool stickers, their apparel, anything that they have to offer, I've included a link to the website in the description box below. But now, let's get to the news. So the first little tidbit of fluff that I have to share with you guys today is the exciting fact that our first ever episode of this show, which aired only a couple of weeks ago, has already surpassed 1,000 views. Now, that's a pretty big milestone for me, even though in the grand scheme of things on YouTube, it's really not much to look at. However, being the fact that I am a furry on YouTube, again, it is pretty awesome to me. That, coupled with the fact that my channel only has about 1,650 subscribers on it at this current time. However, I do hope to be providing a lot more content like this and more in the future, so hopefully the view counts and the subscriber counts will definitely go up. And if you want to subscribe just by watching this video, or perhaps you like the suit that you see or something, feel free to hit that subscribe button down there just below this video. You know, it's a little red one down there that actually says subscribe on it. Feel free to click that, and also click that little bell next to it if you want notifications about what is currently being uploaded by my channel, or when I do upload a video, it will, of course, notify you. But anyways, let's get to the other big question, which is, how do you, the other fursuiters out there watching this possibly right now, how do you guys get into your very own episode of Up Close and Fursonal? Well, for starters, you gotta have a fursuit. I think if you're a fursuiter, you've already checked that box. If you don't have one, but maybe you have one on the way, I would suggest you wait until you get it, because this is a fursuiter specific interview series. I'm not doing this to be discriminatory against other furries who may not have a suit or may even not have interest in getting a fursuit. It's just, to me, fursuiters happen to be one of, if not the biggest attractions going around the furry fandom right now, that and all the big name artists out there. But again, fursuits are the main attraction for me, which is why I want to bring this series to light, because the suits are one thing, but it's the people behind them that bring them to life are what make them so interesting and make them so unique, which is why I want to do the interviews. And I know that some suitors are not comfortable talking in suit. That is perfectly okay. And if they don't want to be featured on an episode because, you know, maybe they don't have, they don't like to communicate when they're in suit, that is perfectly fine. I can completely understand that. But if you are comfortable communicating when you're in suit, such as I am now, then I am more than happy to have you on the show. Or perhaps even you could get creative and maybe have a translator or something come along. You know, maybe have two people sitting next to me, you doing some kind of actions, and then the other person would maybe be translating your motions to me to when you actually answer the questions that I have for you guys. So, moving on from that, I wanted to talk about another way that I'm planning on altering the series just a little bit. Not altering it in terms of what I'm actually doing, but more so how to get more fursuiters on the channel. Because right now, I'm focusing mainly on the mainly the southeast portion of Texas, where I live in the Houston metropolitan area. Now, I am thinking of traveling to some cities within a couple hours driving distance from where I currently live, cities like San Antonio, Austin. There's a furry I know at least lives out in Beaumont, which is about an hour and a half east of where I live. Maybe as far south as Corpus Christi. I know there's a few down there. That's about a 4-hour drive away. And also some possibly as far north as Dallas. But that's about as far as I'm wanting to go right now because, let's face it, airplane tickets and all that stuff is expensive. And couple that with the fact that I work 50 some odd hours a week. So that is pretty difficult to work in there and get vacation time and all that kind of stuff. So right now, looking to do stuff mainly within the state of Texas. But if you live outside of Texas, perhaps even living out of the United States, because I know there are a few suitors outside of the U.S. that I would absolutely love to interview if I don't happen to catch them at a convention, which I'll get to here in just a moment. And the first idea that I have is doing a Skype conversation. Now, if you don't have Skype, that's okay. Feel free to get it. I've included the link to how to get that in the description box below as well, if there isn't enough down there already. But if you do have Skype, I will send you my my username, and you can get in contact with me that way, or vice versa. And basically how that would work is I would try to find some kind of video editing software that would allow me to record your conversation and mine via a Skype call and use that as the footage. But I also have a little bit more of a creative way for those who are interested in doing this as well. If you have a camera like the little one that I'm using right now, it would be awesome to have the suitor on the other end recording themselves answering my questions, but also having me record myself asking the questions to them. And then basically editing it all into one big video. You got that? Okay, cool. Anyways, so after all of that, as far as what I actually plan on doing for the series in 2017, aside from that little idea, heaven only knows what's going to happen with this series. I know I have so many people that I would absolutely love to interview. And I'm not just talking the big names out there like, I don't know, Majira Strawberry, which, by the way, Majira, congratulations on 50,000 subscribers. I'm super proud of you. You've come so far from where I first started watching you to now, and it's just awesome to see you creating all kinds of hilarious content left, right, front, and center. But other names, I mean, Sunny Dingo, I love that guy to death. He's been an absolute sweetheart every time I've gotten to meet him. He's just absolutely awesome guy to talk to. And unlike Majira's little interview that he did with him, this one would actually be a serious interview, one-on-one, sitting down with him and actually getting to find out more about him as well, because I'm sure a lot of you guys would love to hear his stories as well. You know, other people like Cosmic Woofy, just suitors from all over the world. It would just be incredible to finally start getting suitors from all over. But hey, you got to start somewhere. So again, that's why I'm starting here in Texas, within driving distance of where I'm at, where I could possibly take a weekend and go to a major city and do a few interviews there. But anyways, that's about all I have as far as just how to get content, or how I will be getting content for suitors on this channel and indeed on this series. As far as other videos are concerned, I still plan on doing my series Tips of Fuzz, where I give you guys some how-tos, tips on, I don't know, cleaning your suit or something like that. I'm still coming up with more ideas. I think Up Close and Fursonal is taking more of this channel already, or going to be taking up more of this channel already. Random dance videos, I still plan on doing those. I mean, my apartment is kind of small, but I got to make do with what I've got. Random cons, meets, all sorts of videos like that. I do plan on doing more of those. I'm just really trying to get myself out there and trying to have a lot of fun with this. So if you guys have an idea for maybe a skit, maybe you want to see a certain type of video done using or talking about me, then I'm more than open to ideas on that. But again, this video was supposed to be more about my series Up Close and Personal and how you guys can get involved. Now, if you guys like what you see, again, feel free to like, subscribe, or leave a comment in the box below, or perhaps you can do all three. I would absolutely love and appreciate you guys, and you guys would get all the fluffy hugs and snugs from me you could possibly ever want. But in the end, guys, thank you so much once again for stopping by the newsroom and getting to hear a little bit more about what I have in store for this channel in the future. But from the news desk here of Up Close and Personal in Houston, Texas, this is Sakura Raverhound, and I will see you guys in the next Fur Meet, the next convention, or I will just see it, as they say, around town.